So quite possibly the most talked about movie right now. I mean, it pretty much is the most talked about movie right now. The upcoming Barbie movie. Everybody wants to see it, except I feel like on an island right here. But I digress. It's being described as a super feminist film. You know, this movie that is directed at, I mean, not entirely, it does have that PG-13 rating, but you know, a ton of young girls are going to watch this movie. A ton of kids. A ton of kids. And of course, they want to indoctrinate our youth in this whole stupid woke ideology stuff. And right now with super feminism. Okay, so apparently film critic Grace Randolph says Barbie is a super feminist film. As if I needed another reason to not watch this movie. So this comes to us from Bounding Into Comics, and it says the upcoming Barbie film was declared a super feminist film by film critics Scooper and YouTuber Grace Randolph. Randolph shared her opinion of the film after viewing a screening at Warner Brothers Discovery Screening Room. She tweeted, "Barbie was one of the greatest films I've ever seen." Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. It is super fun, super feminist, and I could watch it on a loop. I'm probably going to hate it then. Like, I don't even want to watch it. Randolph added, "To see so much of what I think and feel captured in a movie was incredible." Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yikes. Look at that. 6,666 likes. Yo. Okay. When asked if a 6-year-old can see the film, Randolph replied, I don't know if they would enjoy it. It's like The Truman Show. Okay. Now, I know it's PG-13 rating, but I believe for like suggestive humor and stuff, words, I don't know beyond that. That's just what I quickly looked up just to see what that was about. So anyway, interestingly, Randolph's comments come in the wake of Margot Robbie confirming the film is for children. Ooh. In an interview with Extra, Robbie and her co-star Ryan Gosling were asked, "Is this a kids movie or is it not a kids movie?" Robbie responded, "This is such a thing people say when they do press for a movie. They're like, it's for everyone, but it was literally crafted to be for everyone." I mean, it's Barbie. You would think a Barbie movie, you know, this is a toy that kids played with, girls, then yeah, you would think that would be stupid to not target that demographic. I mean, I know we're getting a bunch of adults who grew up playing with Barbie watching this, but I mean, the target demographic is kids, is little girls. And dude, I grew up playing with Barbies, but it was different. And I don't know, you guys are gonna have to tell me if it was just different for me and I played with them different, or if Barbie has just changed a lot. I grew up in the 90s. My Barbies did stuff like play sports. I know I had like a swim team Barbie. I had a Barbie who wore combat boots and played guitar. You know, this whole Valley Girl thing, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all with Barbie. Like maybe with like the 3D animated cartoons and stuff that came after my time of really, because I mean, I played with Barbie in the 90s. That was pretty much it. Maybe a little bit in the early 2000s, but not really because I'd kind of outgrown them at that point. But it was in the 90s. So I just don't remember this super Valley Girl vibe. But who knows? I could have played with the different ones. I wanted the ones that actually did stuff, that had cool accessories. You know, I don't know. But anyway, she continued, like director Greta Gerwig said from the beginning, "This is a big pie and everyone is invited." Okay. So in that way, it really is for everyone. And the comedy plays on so many different, the whole movie plays on so many different levels. I mean, so much of it is so silly and absurd and ridiculous. And I think little kids in particular and people who care about, you know, design, things like that are just going to be blown away by Barbie Land. Okay? Because the craftsmanship is so incredible, she explained, and it's all tangible and it's amazing. And then there's, some pretty profound conversations happening at the same time. That's it. That's where they get you. Because, oh yeah, look, it's fun. It's over the top. It's silly. That sounds great, right? And then she just throws in there at the very end. Oh yeah, there's some profound conversations happening. Okay, profound conversations are great and all, but when you see Hollywood saying that they're having profound conversations, it's more than likely going to be some sort of lecture about how you are not a woke enough person. Okay? That's probably it. So I definitely, and especially when you have critics, very woke critics saying, oh, this is a feminist film. Yeah, I bet it is. Not only do Randolph's comments come in the wake of Robbie confirming the film is made for everyone, including children, despite it featuring a man pretending to be a woman playing Dr. Barbie. Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot about that. Apparently a trans in there, of course, because of course they have to try to indoctrinate kids with this kind of stuff, and they're doing it with a Barbie movie who, a big part of the population of people wanting to watch that is going to be kids, gonna be young girls. So of course they have to throw a transgender person in there, because of course. And of course they have to force this feminist message in there, because of course they want to indoctrinate the youth into unhealthy things. And this extreme feminism and where feminism is today is not healthy. And bless you to the dog. I don't know if you even picked up that sneeze. All right. So, all right. The Dr. Barbie, but it also comes in the wake of both Robbie and the film director Greta Gerwig confirming the film is feminist. Yikes. Dude, remember what's her face? Amy Schumer or whatever, who was supposedly going to play Barbie or was asked to, and she said it wasn't feminist enough. I don't know. It sounded like they went the feminist angle to me. Speaking with ABC News host Sarah Ferguson, both Robbie and Gerwig were asked in the little that was able to be understood about the film in advance. Clearly, Mattel still talk about it in slightly different terms to you too. But somehow they don't like to call it a feminist film. The actors seemed very comfortable talking about it as a feminist film, but somehow it doesn't matter that you talk about it differently. Gerwig answered, well, it most certainly is a feminist film. Dude. Okay. I feel like these kind of interviews hurt movies so much, but I still think this movie's going to get a lot of viewership. People are just talking about it across the board. I have no desire to watch it, but for some reason, it is just everybody talking about it. When asked to explain how so, Robbie interjected, to me, that's like one slice of the pie. Gerwig then said, super big slice. Robbie continued, it's a big slice, but I also wouldn't call it a funny film because that discredits the fact that it's got a lot of heart and it's got a lot of emotion and it's got a lot of movie references, all this kind of stuff. This is not making a lot of sense. Robbie went on. I'm like, it is funny. That is a huge part of it. It is a comedy, but if you just call it a funny film, it almost makes it sound like it doesn't have a lot going on, and it does. That's right. It's not only going to have lame, stupid jokes, it's also going to preach at you to be a feminist. Okay. Gerwig then shared, when we talk about this stuff, it almost sounds silly because you start talking about Barbie and Ken, and then you're having very serious discussions about Barbie and Ken. But it's also a humanist film because it's like the humanity insofar as you can call it of like Barbie and Ken is what's paramount in the film. Do they have a like quota? It's like this. It's like. It is a Barbie film and this is a Valley Girl thing. My goodness. Okay, so this sounds terrible. And with them going with that super feminist angle and stuff, of course they have a dude LARPing as a woman with the whole doctor thing. Of course they have that, because what is feminism turned into these days? A lot of it is pushing women out of female spaces so that these dudes can waltz in there. So, what even is feminism anymore? Bro, it's just backwards. It's crazy. And so here we have this article dropped today, also from Bounding Into Comics. It says Barbie actor Issa Rae describes Ken as a great accessory and someone who does not have their own story. I mean, in general, this is definitely trying to knock Ken, as they like to, bring down these, men. But I will say, though, Ken was designed as an accessory in the Barbie universe. So I do think that, like, dumb surfer dude angle that it seems like they're going with him is actually on brand. I will say that. But yeah, I just think given the whole narrative about, oh, this is a super feminist film, and then to have an interview just outright saying something like this, it's pretty telling. It's pretty telling. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some man hating going on, which is just retarded, but that's where we're at. Anyway, yes, I did it. I reported something about the Barbie film on this channel. Finally, I just feel like I felt like I needed to at some point, since this is what everybody is talking about, but I could not be any more or less interested than I already am. I watched the trailer. I watched one of them, when I went to the Mission Impossible 7 screening or movie. I say screening, it wasn't a special screening. I just went to the theater. But anyway, when I went and watched that, they had a Barbie trailer or preview or whatever, commercial, whatever you call those, before the movie starts. And I was like, what even? People want to watch this? It doesn't look funny. It looks stupid. It just looks so stupid to me, but maybe I'm missing something here. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to read your Bibles today. I will catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.